Welcome. I am having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight. Had to start a new stream from, so I'm posting the link in the old stream where people are waiting. Please click on the link. Aha, somebody's here. Mumsy made it over. Good, good. You know, I think somehow when I went to enter the studio, somehow I didn't click on enter the studio. I clicked on delete it. So the weirdest thing, it's deleted from my Streamlab. When I went to YouTube Studio to see, well, maybe I can just go live directly through YouTube, it's not in my YouTube Studio either. However, it's still on YouTube, which is why I was able to give you the link to come here. So that's just weird. That's just weird. I don't know. So I had to start a new stream, and this one doesn't have. Well, let me see if I can see now. Now it's here. Oh wait, there's the upcoming. What? But you guys are here. You can hear me, okay? There's Chalet. Okay, you're here. Voice is not the same as yesterday. Yeah. Well, let me check the settings. What if I do this? How is it now? Is it better or worse? Is it better or worse? How is it if I do this? No, it looks like it's still low. Hello, testing. So at 8:30, I did an update on the border conflict news, and then I replayed it to hear what the sound was like, and it was very low. Chalet's saying it's good. Mumsy says it has some echo. I'm not sure why it would have echo. But Chalet's not having any echo. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I've got a Christmas trivia game set up for you guys. This is the season, so I think all month I'll find different Christmas themed games. And so let's get to it. Our first question is, how many reindeer pulled Santa's sleigh before Rudolph came along? And there we go. There's options. I went ahead and turned off the sound on this video. So 6, 8, or 10. Well, there's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. La 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 la. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. So I'm guessing 8. I'm going with 8. Chalet. 7's not an option. Hey, Zach is in the house. We've got Mumsy, Chalet, and Zach in the house. Chalet's going with 6. Mumsy and Zach are going with 8. Then one foggy Kwanzaa Eve, Zach says. Yeah, I'm going with 8. Let's see. 8. 8 reindeer before Rudolph. Okay. Question 2. What treat do American children typically leave out for Santa? Cookies, mince pies, or carrots? I think they threw the carrots in there because of the snowman, right? Frosty the Snowman. You put a carrot for the nose. Mince pies is British. Oh, mince pies are delicious though. Mincemeat. It's a fruity thing, not a beef thing. It's fruit. Oh my goodness. Mumsy and Chalet both coming in with A. Same with Zach. Cookies and milk. Yes, it just says cookies, but cookies and milk would be the correct answer, wouldn't it? Someone was asking me about that, and I had to tell them the answer. I don't remember who it was. I think it was one of my tutoring students. Oh, look, in France, the kids leave out carrots for the reindeers. Ah, nice. Maybe I should have the sound on so we can...
Okay, question 3. The Christmas story now.
Oh.
Which town is known as the birthplace of Jesus? Nazareth, Jerusalem, or Bethlehem?
Now tell me, if I have the sound on, does that mess with my sound? Are the levels too different? Oh, Chalet says you give carrots to the reindeer. Everybody knows that. Duh, I should have known that. Bethlehem, birthplace of Jesus. Nazareth, Jerusalem, or Bethlehem? Everyone, Zach is saying Nazareth. I think he grew up as a child in Nazareth, but his birthplace, I believe, was Bethlehem. Different, too loud. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the sound on the video. All right. We can see what the subtitle, the captions say. Zach says he can see the board well, and my microphone is okay today. Taxes, yeah, that's true. That's right. They had to go back for taxes to the place of birth. There we go. Bethlehem. But as an adult, he was from Nazareth. Who plays Buddy in Elf? Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, or Adam Sandler? Well, they all would have been good, wouldn't they? But only one was really in the movie. I think it's B, Will Ferrell. I'm not a big Elf fan, but drank the hair of the dog in Nazareth. But that's a whole nother genre. Alrighty. Who plays Buddy? Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, or Adam Sandler? Now you're messing with it, son of a... Okay, Mumsy thinks it was Jim Carrey. Zach says Will Ferrell. I think it was Will Ferrell. This isn't a real picture. This is just a regular... Will Ferrell. There you go. Number 5. Which pop band released the 1984 hit Last Christmas? Da 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 da. La da 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 da. 1984, the year I graduated high school. Was it Wham, Duran Duran, or Spandau Ballet? I think it's A, Wham. Yes, Will Ferrell, of course. Wham! Zach and Chalet. Mumsy probably doesn't remember. Yes, indeed. Wham is the correct answer. Good job, everybody. Number 6. What magical item brought Frosty the Snowman to life? A snowflake, a Christmas wish, or a magical hat? A, B, or C. A snowflake, a Christmas wish, or a magical hat? Of course, Mumsy remembered. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Chalet. Last Kwanzaa, I gave you my heart. Ah. I'm voting for the hat. Yes, everybody agrees. The hat. We are unanimous. It was the hat. Brought Frosty the Snowman to life. Burl Ives, right? Which festive drink made with eggs and milk is a Hollywood is a holiday favorite? Mulled wine, eggnog, or hot chocolate? I'm going to go with eggnog. I love eggnog. I think there's some recipes out there that you can cheat with, like vanilla pudding. Get your mind out of the gutter. For the soda. Eggnog. Yum, yum, yum. Love eggnog. The best thing to put in eggnog is drambuie. Forget, it says here, spiked with rum or brandy. No. Drambuie is a nutmeg liqueur. And what do we sprinkle on our eggnog? Nutmeg. So if you add nutmeg liqueur, oh, yes, it's the best. You don't have any drambuie, go out and get it now. So you're ready for the holidays. Who originally created the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Robert L. May, Dr. Seuss, or Clement Clark Moore? Well, I think we can eliminate Dr. Seuss. He did the Grinch, not Rudolph. I don't know who Robert L. May is, but for some reason I'm thinking Clement Clark Moore did 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which would leave me with Robert L. May. And as we did it on Tuesday, it was Gene Autry that sang it. Yeah, there's Zach says, Clement Moore did the Night Before Kwanzaa. Chalet coming in with C, though. I'm going with A. I already shared my thought process. Yep, there we go. 1939, sung by Gene Autry. It was for a department store. Good marketing. What type of tree is a Christmas tree? An oak? Ooh, a pine? Or a fir? Oh, no, fair. No, fair. Because there are Douglas fir Christmas trees. But traditionally, I believe it's always been a pine tree. Back in the pagan festivals, it was a pine tree. I can guarantee you that. But today we use fir trees. So it's not A, it's not oak. But it could be either B or C. I don't know which one. Or spruce, even Zach says. Frosty was made purely for marketing, yes. All right, so let's see which answer they say. Fir, of course. Pine cones are used for festive decorations, but the actual tree isn't typically decorated like a fir tree. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. La da 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 da. Joyeux Noël, that's got to be French. Feliz Natal. What is that, Spanish? or it's either Italian or Spanish or Portuguese because it's got the Feliz. But Feliz Navidad is Spanish, right? Oh, Chalet's going with C. Mumsy's got B. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. And Zach coming in with Feliz Navidad. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, popularized by Feliz. Natal is Portuguese. There you go. Which nation marks the day after Christmas as Boxing Day? The United States, France, or Canada? Well, of those three, it's going to have to be Canada because it's actually a British holiday. It's funny because Canada, we think of Quebec and French, but they're actually part of the Commonwealth of England. So, yeah, so it's got to be Canada. You guys know what Boxing Day is from? Back when people had servants, the family, the rich family would be served on Christmas Day, but then on the day after Christmas, all the servants got to have their Christmas. And so they would prepare basically picnic lunches, right, in boxes. So it was called Boxing Day because the servants got to have their day off. They have Victorian days. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, hey, there's Gibbo. Gibbo in the house. Exactly. It's England. It started in England, but with these options, it's got to be Canada. Put everything in a box and return it to the store. Chalet. A good one. Between these three, yes, any UK viewers were probably expecting to see the UK there. It was sort of a trick question. Do you get a day off after Christmas? Question 12. In Home Alone, where do the McAllisters go for their Christmas vacation? New York, London, or Paris? I believe they went to Paris. But you can correct me if I am wrong. Look at Gibbo reminding people to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Chalet says, I was in the tree watching some of your shows, Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbo has it's more of a missing persons channel now. It's evolved from just true crime to missing persons, but a little bit of true crime as well. And his link is in the description, as well as Chalet's is also in the description for lots of funny satire, I guess, musical satire. Chalet, have you seen Aurora? She's mad because I sold her fermented fish. Okay, we're all agreeing on Paris. Ta-da! And then they got on a plane and turned around and came right back. What a great vacation. Okay, question 13. How many ghosts does Scrooge encounter in A Christmas Carol? Ooh, good question. I think it's 4. And I'll tell you why. Of course, there's the Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future. That's 3. But before them, he was visited by his buddy, right? His friend visited him to tell him that the 3 were coming. So it's got to be 4. Well, look at, hey, there's Aurora. Everybody's saying 3. Well, let's see. Ta-da! Jacob Marley was the name of his friend. All right, what type of bird is mentioned on the 4th day in the 12 days of Christmas? Turtle doves, French hens, or calling birds? Well, all we need to do is start with day 5. And we go, 5 golden rings birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. So the 4th day is calling birds. Yep, I should have waited till it was reasoned out. Chalet coming in with partridge and then changing it to hens. No, hens was day 3. Turtle doves is day 2. Calling birds is day 4. It's all right. We still love you. Whatever they are. He says, maybe they're pigeons, you know, like carrier pigeons with messages. Can you name the French Christmas dessert that is shaped like a log? Ooh. Well, I'm going to say tarte tatin is going to be more like a pie. Galette de Roy, what, chocolate of the king? But bouche de Noël, Noël is Christmas. So I'm going to go with A. But it could be B. But it's not C. Bouche Noël, says Zach. Gibbo says Aurora doesn't know what Christmas is. Chalet says she never could learn all the Partridge in a Pear Tree song. I used to know it. I don't know it all, but from the 5 rings, I could get that much. Okay, everyone's going with A. There it is. Yule logs. Okay, 16. Which wordless picture book by Raymond Briggs was made into an animated film? Ooh. The Nutcracker, well, that's a ballet. The Polar Express, I'm going to guess, was probably just written as a movie. But the Snowman, seems like that might have been a picture book. But it's not the Nutcracker. I'm going to go with C. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's B. Mumsy's saying B. Zach is saying Snowman. Chalet is saying Snowman. Chalet also said she liked this shopping mall version of that song. Dun, 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 dun. It is the Snowman. Which Asian country has a tradition of eating KFC on Christmas Day? Oh, good. With these choices, I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's Japan. We've got China for A, Japan for B, South Korea for C. Pretty sure it's Japan. Mumsy's going with Japan. Chalet's going with South Korea. Gibbo says a whole movie with no words. But he's saying Japan. Was there Zach? Zach didn't come. Oh, there's Zach with Japan. Yeah. Yep. It's Japan. Now I want some KFC. Hi, baby. Baby Wilbur. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Where does the Grinch live? Up Springfield, Bedrock, or Whoville? Oh, Bedrock like the Flintstones? Isn't that the Flintstones? And Springfield is the Simpsons? So I guess even though he doesn't live down in the city, he lives up in the mountain, but it's Whoville. They think Americans eat it. KFC. Suck for years. Yeah, Whoville. Google. Or is that your talk to text? Did you try to say Whoville and it wrote Google? There's Aurora with Whoville. Gibbo saying, yeah, he prefers the cheap chicken shops. The chicken is more juicy. Whoville. Okay, 19. What precious gift did Balthasar bring to the newborn Jesus? Ooh, gold, frankincense, or myrrh. Wow. Yeah, there's some traditions that have names for the three wise men. I'm not sure if it's actually in the Bible or if it's just tradition. And so each one of them is listed as which one gave which gift. All three of these were gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Myrrh being more of an ointment, like aloe vera. You have to actually break. You know how if you have an aloe vera plant and you break the stem when you have a burn, and then you put the aloe vera on your burn, that's pretty much the same kind of thing as myrrh. Any I know this because any variation of the name Mary, which my name is Miriam, so it's a variation on Mary, comes from the root myrrh, and it means broken, because you have to break it in order to get the healing out, but then there's healing inside. Yeah. Frankincense is more of a resin. If you think of like a pine tree or something, when the sap comes out and it's that sticky resin. Frankincense is also a resin. And of course we all know gold. So let's see what you guys are saying. Myrrh. Zach is saying myrrh. Chalet is saying frankincense. Gibbo's saying myrrh. Mumsy's saying gold. Chalet's admitting she's just guessing. Aurora is asking, does frankincense smell like Frank? Good question. At least it doesn't smell like fermented fish. I have no clue. It is myrrh. Okay, myrrh. There you go. Oh, we're going to come back to myrrh later, it says. Who first sang Santa Baby? La da 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 da. Well, we know this from our thing too. So that would be Eartha Kitt, because it was long before Madonna or Kylie Minogue. So go ahead and put your A's in there. Advocate. Oh, Eartha Kitt, advocate. Keep it up, Chalet. I love it. Keep using the text to speech to text. What are the bacon wrapped sausages served at Christmas in the UK known as? Ooh, it's not toad in the hole, because that's more like a Yorkshire pudding with a sausage in it. I don't think I've ever had it, but it looks delicious. Could be pigs in blankets. Maybe that's where that originally came from. And I think sausage rolls are like sausage in a roll, in a bread. And look at the picture. He's got the bacon like a blanket. I think it's B. But Gibbo, you should know. What's this? Surströmming for Christmas. Oh, Aurora's gonna send some fermented fish. I don't know what's surströmming. Just a minute. Surströmming food. A pungent Swedish delicacy of fermented Baltic sea herring. There you go. Images. Yeah. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Gibbo. Everyone's going with B. Zach, well, Chalet and Aurora say B. Zach says sausage rolls. Chalet says don't get your sausage in a roll. Mumsy's going with B. Gibbo says we did this last Christmas and I sent pics. Uh-oh. I don't think... sausage rolls are in a puff pastry. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, pigs in a blanket. Ta-da! They all involve sausages. Yeah, that does sound delicious, though. Which vegetable is not the same species as Brussels sprouts? Artichoke, broccoli, or cabbage? Well, if you've ever seen the way Brussels sprouts grow, the way artichokes grow, they grow kind of in a similar way, except artichokes are more spiky. The leaves are like spiky, but they kind of grow the same way. And I would think that broccoli, but it is like a little cabbage, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so two are the same species and one is not. So I think artichoke and cabbage are the same and broccoli is the one that it's not. So I'm going with B. Zach says broccoli. Mumsy says artichoke. Gibbo says Christmas Day I emailed you pics of me cooking and my plated dinner. You pulled them. Last Christmas? It's a long time ago. Chalet's going with B for broccoli. Gibbs, her mind is always in the gutter. All right, let's see. Is it broccoli? It's artichoke. Mumsy is right. Wow. Good job, Mumsy. In It's a Wonderful Life, who is the guardian angel that helps George Bailey? Thank goodness they gave us some choices because now I know which one it is. If I had to guess without the choices, I would have forgotten. But it's funny that they have Michael and Gabriel because those are biblical angels. But Clarence is the angel that earned his wings with relish. I forgot. I know. Chalet's got hot dogs on the mind. Yeah, we all know that's Clarence. Baby Wilbur. Who penned the classic poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas? Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to guess that A Visit from St. Nicholas is the name of the poem that starts "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," which would make it A, Clement Clark Moore. Check your emails for Christmas. I will. Let me see. Bye-bye. I'm checking my Gmail. September, July, February. Okay, now we're back to Christmas. Oh, and then that's March. December 2024. Baby. Oh. Christmas dinner. There it is. So here you go. There's Gibbo's Christmas dinner. Parsnips. Oh, and there's pigs in a blanket. Here's pigs in a blanket. Oh, doesn't that plate look nice? Where's the crackers? How come you don't have a Christmas cracker on your plate? But parsnips. I love parsnips. You thought I would have framed the pictures? No, there, I just proved I appreciate him. I showed his pictures. Marlo Thomas. Free to be you and me, man. That's good stuff. I love Free to be you and me. You always remember the Merlot Thomas. Oh, the Marlo Thomas version. Oh, okay. Chalet saying Robert Frost. Okay. Yeah, the bacon. I haven't had crackers for years. You're sober now. Yeah, my mother-in-law had the Christmas crackers one because she was from England, so they were fun. Okay. What is myrrh? I already explained it. A spice, an incense, a metal. I think it would have to be classified as an incense here. They would take it and because I don't think it's not a metal. Well, frankincense is definitely an incense. So if they're doing the three gifts, gold is metal, frankincense is incense. So I think they are calling myrrh a spice. Yeah, there's Zach. Zach knew it was Clement Moore. I'm going with a spice in this with these options. But yeah, I would think of it more as an incense. Everybody's saying incense. Okay. Let's see what they. All right. Incense. See, it's a resin. Well, so is frankincense. Which actor portrays the UK Prime Minister in Love Actually? Hugh Grant, Colin Firth, or Liam Neeson? I hate that movie. It's one of the rare movies that like I started watching, and I don't know if I watched I don't think I watched the whole thing. I mean, it was so boring and stupid. But I know a lot of people love it actually. But I think Colin Firth maybe. Mere. Are you saying it's not myrrh, it's mere?
We are looking at how to pronounce this word in English, designating a fragrant gum resin obtained from certain trees and used especially in the Near East in perfumery, medicines, and incense. How do you go about pronouncing it? Myrrh. Myrrh. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I knew that. I was saying it right. Okay, so Gibbo says Hugh Grant. Mumsy says Liam Neeson. Zach says Colin Firth. I'm going to go with B, Colin. Wait. Let me see what Colin Firth looks like. Yeah, that's the guy that I was thinking of. Okay, I just had to double check that it's the guy I was thinking of. Let's see. Oh, we should have trusted Gibbo from the UK. Gibbo was right. It was Colin Firth. Which royal figure popularized Christmas trees in the UK? Prince Albert, Queen Victoria, or King George III? Oops. Oh, darn. Sorry. It's Prince Albert. You know it from all the Christmas songs. Oops, wait. Why is it still going? All right. Which Christmas carol features the lyrics, "Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, la da 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 da." So I'm going with, oh, I didn't play the options. It better be there, right? There it is, B. It's not, "Oh, come all ye faithful," or "Hark the herald angels sing." Maybe we should do like a Christmas carol day. Gibbo was right with Albert. Prince Albert is still in that can. Vicky. Oh, Queen Victoria. Yeah. There we go. Zach is saying, "God rest you, merry gentlemen." Yeah, everyone's coming in with B. "God rest ye, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay." Something like that. Oops, what? Play. What was the holiday toy in 1983 that caused riots? I could have answered this one without choices. I remember Teddy Ruxpin. Wasn't that the talking bear? I got one for Jasmine. Well, I mean, talking as in it would just mumble. So if your baby went ma 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 ma, and then it would go so it could have a conversation, but not with real words. But it was Cabbage Patch Kids. The first time there was riots in the department stores. Now it happens all the time for Black Friday. Remember when Mervin's had the commercial, "Open, open, open." The ladies on the glass outside wanting the doors to open on Black Friday. Open, open. That was before riots too. They didn't have riots, but yeah, do let him out. Let Prince Albert out of the can. Yeah, Cabbage Patch Dolls. We all remember that. Stupid things. I thought they were ugly and stupid. I didn't buy it. I was already a teenager then. Well, I was a junior in high school. Thought they were stupid. In fact, I'd never heard of the whole story of like babies come out of a cabbage patch. I'd never even heard that before in my life. So it was all pretty stupid to me. What should you do before serving a Christmas pudding in the UK? Gibbo. Sing the national anthem, make a speech, set it on fire. Wow. I want it to be C, set it on fire. But it might be B, make a speech. But I don't think it's sing the national anthem. Da 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 da. You're ugly and stupid. No, Zach. Zach says a speech. Mumsy says set it on fire. Chalet says show us what you look like and we'll be the judge. We had him on live. We had him on panel once. God save the Queen. Well, now it's king. Now it changed to king. For 75 years, it was queen. 70 plus years. She had her jubilee. She still lived a couple of years after that. Gibbo says we set it on fire. We are pyromaniacs. Yay! Okay. So then plum pudding. What kind of Christmas pudding? Christmas pudding on fire. Look, there it is. A flaming. Is there a short? Look at the blue flame on it.
Take it over to the Christmas pudding and just pour it over the top. And hopefully the camera's catching this and we sing Christmas carols and serve this up. Merry Christmas. That is flaming your Christmas pudding on Christmas. Take it over to the Christmas pudding and just pour it over the top. And hopefully the camera's catching this and we sing Christmas carols and serve.
That is too cool. 6-7? Was it like shut up that you don't care? Isn't 6-7? You missed it? What? Oh yeah. Yeah, Charlie is king. Ugh. Which means Camilla is like, what, queen consort or whatever. Blah. Happy Christmas to us all. But you can't have any pudding until you eat your meat. Do you have turkey? Or do you have goose? Christmas goose. Scrooge, Christmas goose. Do you have goose? I wanted to do that. One year I wanted to have goose for Christmas because it's like Christmas, Scrooge and all of that. And I didn't like it. My Aunt Susie and Uncle Nick, they would have pheasant. And so they told us that we always had to watch out for the little buckshot bullets, the little pellets, because when you shoot the bird, there's no way you can get all the pellets out. You just have to cook it and then be careful not to bite into one. Pink Floyd. All right. So it is set on fire. Cool. Yay! So glad we got to see that. What do you use to make the blue flame? Why is the flame blue? Whoops. There it is. Ethanol vapor from the brandy. You use brandy. Okay. But if you add sugar or use a lower proof alcohol, it can make the flame yellow or orange. All right. Interesting. That was pretty. In the Nutcracker, who receives the Nutcracker doll? Marie Clara Louise. I believe Clara is the name of the girl in the Nutcracker. Yeah, there's good. Oh yeah, you could lose a tooth if you bite the pellet in the pheasant. Yeah. Gibbo says goose is traditional, but normally turkey and beef. You had pork last year. This year you're having stew and getting drunker than Aurora. And Zach says he's comfortably dumb instead of comfortably numb, a Pink Floyd song. Dun, 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 use fire. You're all in all, you're just another brick in the wall. So we're on a Pink Floyd kick now, Army. Quite a production over some pudding. Yeah, Clara, says Zach. Mumsy says Clara. Mumsy, remember where I went to preschool? And there was one time, it must have been around Christmas season anyway, and the lady that owned the preschool. Okay, wait, we're having an intermission. Or maybe we'll end with this one. So let me just go, Clara. Okay, number 31. Because we're coming up on 10. So we can do the rest next time. Okay, so remember the lady that owned the preschool where I went in San Jose, she lived down the street, not far from it. And sometimes if Mumsy was going to be late from work to pick me up, the lady would take me to her house. And then Mumsy would come to her house and pick me up there. Tell me if I'm getting this right, Mumsy. And so I don't know if it was a Christmas event or it was just at Christmas time. And it was just one of these times that Mumsy was late to get me, so I was there at their house. But there was a couple of girls there, some other, and we went into a bedroom where there was a TV, a back room. So like all the adults were like in the kitchen and the living room, and they put us kids in a room with a TV. It might not have been a bedroom, but I seem to remember that we were sitting on a bed watching the TV. And it was the ballet of the Nutcracker with Mikhail Baryshnikov. Maybe I wasn't even in preschool. Maybe they invited us to go there, even though I was out of preschool already. But I remember that was the first time that I saw Mikhail Baryshnikov, and then I was always a fan of Mikhail Baryshnikov after that. Marie was another character in it. Mumsy says yes. So I'm remembering it correctly. Growing up, you went to see it every year. Yeah. And then Mumsy, it's not like, I want to say I'll never forgive you. All right. But that's not really true. But Mikhail Baryshnikov was retiring. And he was on one last tour. Like with he was gonna, like, if I recall, he was gonna start a ballet school in New York, but his last tour as part of the American Ballet Theater, I think that's what it was called, ABT, American Ballet Theater. Anyway, he was on one last tour before he retired, and he was performing in Sacramento, and they were there was like a private cocktail party or something too, right? Or I don't know if it was private or if it was just included with your tickets or whatever, but you had a chance not only to see him perform before he retired, but also to meet him, all right? And I wanted to go so bad, but I didn't, and I think I only had Jasmine. Oops. Last performing tour of Mikhail, I'm spelling it wrong, Baryshnikov. There it is. I missed a K. See, he started the Baryshnikov Art Center in 2005 until the 80s. Classical ballet era until the 80s. Yeah, but what year in the 80s? Okay, whatever. Oh, '79. Sacramento. Let's see if that does it. It wasn't 2018. Like I said, it wasn't like the last time he ever danced. It was the last time he danced with that company. So, oh wait. 1985. I knew it. I only had Jasmine. Let's see what you guys are saying. Children could be seen and not heard like Aurora. Yeah, so I only had Jasmine. So, and I asked my mom to watch Jasmine so we could go to see Mikhail Baryshnikov, and she said no. And she said to me, something to the effect of, you don't always get what you want, basically. Yeah. Another missed opportunity, which I could see, I was probably about 15, but Simon and Garfunkel's last concert in Central Park, my friend Mary and I, that I've mentioned before, that we played the guitar together and we're a duet that did folk music and called ourselves the Second Generation. And we wanted to go to that concert, and Mumsy wouldn't let me go. And I probably wouldn't want to let a 15-year-old daughter go to New York City in the 80s, you know, without supervision either. So I can't falter too much on that, but that was another missed opportunity anyway. Famous boomer line, exactly. Because it was more like, I didn't get to do everything that I wanted, so you shouldn't get to do everything you want either. It was more like that. That's the impression I have in my memory, okay? Might not be exact words, but that's the impression. It was more than just like Rolling Stones, oh, you don't always get what you want. It was more tied to, she didn't get to do everything she wanted, so therefore I shouldn't get to do everything that I want to do. And I tried to explain how historic this was, you know? It's not like I have another chance to do it again later. I mean, he's gonna stop touring. Chalet says, I remind my mama's things and she's like, oh Lord, here it comes. You're old enough to wear your wands, won't kill you. Wear W-H-E-R-E, to wear, oh, your wants. You're old enough to, so your wants aren't going to kill you. Don't let Aurora out of the kitchen. Where'd Mummy go? Mumsy has no comment on this one. Mumsy has no comment. Gibbo says, oh, Chalet says that she's writing her rebuttal. And then Gibbo says she burns a ham sandwich, but you know she's a good dishwasher. Okay. Ham sandwich. Oh, that sounds good. I have ham, I have bread. But it's 10 o'clock at night. It's too late to eat. I can't eat a ham sandwich right now. Maybe I'll make a ham sandwich for my breakfast. There. Oh, Mumsy says, no, I am thinking, but keeping silent. Okay. Oh, you mean you're taking the 5th? Oh, we're having fun. We're having fun. Holiday season. Everybody knows I love Mumsy. I just went to visit. I spent 3 weeks. And I don't even know the total amount of money that she must have had to spend. I mean, just taking into consideration all the eating out that we did, all the food that she bought for cooking in the house, the gasoline on 3 trips, one to Santa Cruz, one north of San Francisco, through San Francisco into the north, and one down to LA to Santa Monica to see my daughter. So that's the gasoline for 3 trips. All the stuff that she bought for boxes, for the boxes and bags that I brought back of stuff. So on the record, publicly, I appreciate and love Mumsy. Okay? So I tell these stories from my younger years, but it's very clear that I love and appreciate Mumsy. Because none of us are perfect and we make mistakes and stuff, and some choices, maybe she did the right thing even though I didn't like it. And sometimes she probably got it wrong and I would have been right. But, that's just life, because none of us are perfect and we're just doing the best we can. Look at all these emojis. Mumsy says yes. So, alrighty then. With that, let me remind all of you that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you are watching this, I love you. And thank you so, so much for spending this last hour with me. I really appreciate it. And go ahead and thumbs up if you haven't. That always helps as well. And gosh, that's it. I might still have these updates if there's anything that happens with the border conflict. I keep those short, 10-15 minutes. But the next normally scheduled live stream, we're gonna have to move our Sunday crosswords to Monday, because I'm gonna be doing Walk Street this weekend. I gotta make some money, so I'm not monetized on Cambodia. I mean on YouTube. I'm not monetized on YouTube, although I enjoy doing this and spending time with you. I need to make some money, so I will be selling sandwiches and hot dogs on Walk Street on Saturday and Sunday. As much as it's gonna cause pain to my body, I gotta do it, so I'm gonna do it. And so Monday will be the next regularly scheduled broadcast at the same bat time, same bat channel. And baby Wilbur is saying goodbye. Bye, baby. Yeah, we love you too, Chicken Dipper. All right. Until we meet again, au revoir. Moms do things for our kids. Thank you. Love you. All right. So until next time, catch you later.